Thank you for joining us for our Ergotron Elite Circle Partner Portal Navigation tutorial. Let's get started by entering in the URL for the Partner Portal, which is partner.ergotron.com. Now before we log in, I want to call attention to a couple valuable resources below. The first is product launches. If you want to know what the latest and greatest is from Ergotron, this is your one-stop shop. 2. The representative locator. We have a vast network of in-field territory account managers who are there to help you close deals. Simply punch in your zip code and the type of opportunity that you're working, and we'll be able to connect you with one of those experts. 3. Pricing. If you're curious on what our MAP pricing policy is or what our current suggested sales pricing are, that's a great location for you to be able to find out that information. 4. The resource library. It has more than just pictures and videos. It actually has a wealth of information, everything from infographics, case studies, white papers. So again, if you just need to have some good accompanying literature for your customers, that's a great place to go. And then, of course, our partner employee purchase program. One of the perks of being a reseller of Ergotron is to be able to order product and get the employee discount, if you will. So great for a lot of us who are currently working from home. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, the promotions. So if you want to see what's hot at Ergotron, what kind of deals we're working, this is the best place to go to be able to find that information. But without further ado, let's jump into the Elite Circle Partner Portal login. Now you'll notice two buttons here. We've got one for login, we've got one for register. Now, if you are a new vendor manager, never been to through the Elite Circle Partner Portal, this is where you would go to register your company. Again, you're prompted for some really basic information about you, your company, the type of business you are, the verticals that you serve, and then once you complete all that information, you'll be able to get registered. But let's go ahead and jump in to login. Now, you'll notice the login credentials here are automatically populated for me. If you have ever registered a deal with Ergotron before, this is where you would use those same credentials right here. But let's just say in theory you've never been here before, you've never registered a deal with Ergotron, then it's as simple as going to register as new user, putting in a little bit of information about who you are, and we'll basically get you provisioned a license to enter the portal. But let's go ahead and pretend like I have done this before and been there before, and I'm going to log in. So you notice I want to call attention to these three important things right here. The first is deal registration. Now we've actually changed this up a little bit, so it's actually got a bit of a streamlined interface, but here are some of the different criteria for being able to register a deal with us. So it makes it really easy too because you're already logged into this portal. You don't have to worry about entering all of your information again. Simply just make sure that your deal follows the parameters below, and then you'll be able to go register your deal. Other nice thing is the seed unit request. So 70% of customers who try our products end up buying our products. So it's really great to be able to give them a free Ergotron product for them to keep. So there's a few parameters about, depending on what type of vertical they serve that are down here below. If your customer qualifies for those things, then it's a really easy way to just, again, request seed unit. And because all of your information is already in here, you don't have to worry about refilling out, your login information. And then last but certainly not least, I do want to touch on training. So we've actually completely revamped our training program this year. We've added a ton of new information in here, and it goes beyond just simple product training. We actually go very in depth on the science of ergonomics, who Ergotron is as a company, and some different key selling points, that are especially relevant in today's climate. So what you'll notice up at the top is the learning section with My Learning. This just shows you the courses that I've taken recently. The one thing I'll point out is at the very bottom, it does say recommended by us. Basically, if there's a certain product or a certain category or certain topic that's very relevant to the current time, then we'll typically add that below here. So for example, thermal imaging or charging carts. And then another thing I want to point out is also our learning library. This is the master catalog of where we keep all of our training material. And as I mentioned, it's going to be very broad. So it's going to cover things maybe more specific, like our pull cart or, like very specific products, all the way to very broad things like why you should sell service, what's in it for you as a reseller, to things that are very topical right now, like work from home ergonomics and telehealth solutions. So I would invite you to come in here, check this out, kind of see some of the different pieces that we have in here. And there's some great sales information that'll help you be able to reach out to your customers and provide some great information because, again, you guys are the experts. So it's going to really help solidify you as that ergonomic expert. Now, for any questions, please reach out to our inside sales team at insidesales@ergotron.com. Thank you.